we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Nice numbers from Dwyane. He's got 16 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
On the floor for Miami, Chris Bosh is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Curry. Then there's the doctor. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot.
The Heat showed no mercy against the rest of the Eastern Conference and really overwhelmed a lot of teams with their offensive punch, particularly if they were defending well, because that allowed them to get out into the open court.
5 on the clock. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Wade passes to Curry. And here's Bosh for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Well, guys, the Heat with 34 wins against the Eastern Conference last year. Not the best mark, but their offense was a handful for most teams, certainly.
Well, we know that they can just explode for points at any given time. And most teams in the East just can't handle that. Of course, Miami kind of cruised through a lot of the regular season, or that record would have been better. But yeah, no doubt the cream of the crop in the conference last year.
And the basket by Stevenson. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Patel, the pass to Whiteside. Can't get it to go. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Al Jefferson, a veteran leader, and he's changed the Hornets locker room. A former coach, Doc Rivers, said, you know the people in your life who just bring sunshine? That's Al. He brings it wherever he goes. And guys, Big Al said of his young teammates, I don't talk much, but they really wanted to listen.
Doris, just an easygoing guy. Great presence. Thank you.
And the generous spirit, too, Kevin, is Al Jefferson. I mean, in Utah, he's never hesitated to mentor their young guy. You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Three-pointer, Wade. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Walker. Stevenson, a screen on Curry. Walker dishes to Stevenson. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Walker goes in. Here's Zeller. Pass to Stevenson. Over Whiteside. And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Knocked loose, and that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession.
Had a chance here to check out some stats on Dwyane Wade. Solid numbers last season. He was around 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And, Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Lets it go from 14.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Walker. From deep, Stevenson. And it's Curry with the rebound. Dwyane Wade last season drawing motivation from Kevin Durant. Durant said that his former teammate James Harden had passed Wade as one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah, and Wade vowed to make Durant respect his place in history. Durant said, hey, don't tell me, show me. And some back and forth before the season even began between the two stars. Very interesting.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Shot off the screen. Miami grabs the miss. Wade's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And Wade, as with all great players, has tremendous pride, and he's dealt with knee problems. As he's dealt with his knee problems, he's listened for those doubters who say he's too old, too injured, too slow to be a factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if those words have been used as motivation by Dwyane Wade.
Stevenson right side. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the Heat resting Wade strategically last season. He sat out a lot of back-to-back games trying to keep him healthy. One thing's for sure, when he's on the court, he's still one of the best in the game.
Napier, he's checked in for Dwyane Wade.
Lance Stevenson, a most improved candidate for the Pacers last season, and he said vehemently that he was staying with the Pacers despite his impending free agency. But something must have changed. Not quite sure exactly what it was. He ended up taking a deal with the Hornets for less guaranteed money. I think partly driven to get to the end of that second contract quickly.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Stolen by Anderson.
Not a very good decision with that entry pass. Not with a defender right there.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Marvin Williams.
And the Pacers offered Stevenson, I think, 5 years and about $44 million. He signed with the Hornets for less, 3 years and just over $27 million.
Yeah, you know, it's not like the Hornets blew the Pacers off the table with their offer financially. I mean, so I've got to think there was something more to Lance's decision, and part of it may have been desiring a bigger role.
And he gets the bucket.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
The kick out to Bosch. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Napier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Stevenson passes to Biyombo. He dishes it to Roberts. And he banks in the layup.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Ennis misses. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And it's Stevenson missing.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Talk about a terrific game for the doctor. He's got 8 points and 11 dimes. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
This is a night to remember for sure, guys.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Here's Roberts. Almost, but it rolls out. Miami's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Taken away by Williams. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. It's stolen by Ennis. Down low, and here's the fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
And Roberts kicks to Stevenson. Feeds it to Roberts. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Brian Roberts coming to the NBA 2 seasons ago after playing internationally. Had a great season as a 27-year-old rookie. Last year with Drew Holiday injured, he actually spent a lot of time at the starting point guard spot in New Orleans.
And Miami making a change here. Deng's checked in. From deep. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And, of course, they're meeting the team that was responsible for dealing them a very painful loss in the first round of the playoffs a year ago.
Williams, that's good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Roberts. 6 points for him. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. He kicks it to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Steve just talked about their postseason last year, and Clark, I'll bet they're still thinking about how quickly this team bounced them out of the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to believe that, Kevin. I mean, their first chance this season for a little bit of revenge, they're salivating.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Bismack Biyombo, the former number 7 pick overall in 2011, played a career low in minutes last season, but he was more efficient with his minutes. A rising shot blocker and rebounder off the bench.
Charlotte making a switch here. Neal's checked in. Here's Dang. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
And Stevenson kicks to Neal. To the inside. And it's blocked by Dang. Anderson dishes to Ennis. Rebound by Williams. And for Biyombo last season, Clark, a career high from the field.
But, Kevin, his turnovers have gotten worse season after season. That's where he's got to make some improvement. It's one thing to be limited offensively, but you got to take care of the pumpkin.
Here's Napier. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Napier's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Roberts passes to Williams. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got 8. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
The Hornets have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Well, guys, you go back to last season, and this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys. I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Roberts kicks to Williams. And here's Neal outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The pass to Napier. Ennis in the corner, jacks up a 3, and the Heat another 3.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The Hornets shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider, Clark, the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, there's no doubting Charlotte a much improved defense last season. Coach Steve Clifford said to take the next step, we're going to have to become more balanced, play the same level of defense, and do a better job offensively. We need more aspects to our offense. For one, consistency getting up the floor and attacking before the defense is set. Can they do it? We'll see, guys.
They've added some pieces, Doris. We'll see how they do. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Second free throw, no good.
And for Stevenson, despite the high school accolades, questions about eligibility and off-the-court issues caused many colleges not to recruit him. And after one season at Cincinnati, he slid to the second round of the draft, but he's really become quite a player.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's the pick. Roberts dishes to Biyombo. Williams with a clean look. Again, the miss by Williams.
But for Lance, he fell into the right situation in Indiana. The team that was patient, worked with him to help develop his talent. Paul George is in that starring role there for the Pacers for the foreseeable future. And I think Lance perhaps wanted to move on to Charlotte to see how he could handle being the main guy on the team.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and Chris Anderson picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
Walker's checked in for Brian Roberts. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Napier. Charlotte shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And it's Walker penetrating on the wing, Williams. And Steph Curry with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Charlotte making a switch here.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Marvin Williams.
And Williams drops them both. Here is Whiteside. 8 points for him. Lets it go from deep. And Stephen Curry another 3.
For 3.
Curry's got 23.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
And here's Walker outside. And it has not been on just one occasion tonight that we've seen some excellent court vision from this man. Our State Farm assist to the game replay, featuring one of 11 tremendous assists on the game from Patel.
And you're right, Kevin, about this performance here tonight. We've seen play after play of just beautiful passing skill. And tell you what, when he's playing well, when he's really in a groove, this offense is like a well-oiled machine.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets, Jason Maxiel is out there with Vonleh. Then there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Hairston. And it's Taylor in at the 3 spot. Hairston, offensive rebound. Wade with the defensive effort.
Great job right there to body him up and affect the trajectory of that shot.
Yeah, that was definitely a forced miss, Clark. He couldn't get off the shot he wanted. Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board.
And don't forget, on the road, too.
Outside, Walker. There's the screen. Taylor with the ball. Wade picks him up. Here's Hairston.